Check on the picture. Hi, everybody. This is the Prelude. I just clicked on it and there we are live.
This one isn't doing it.
Hi, Janice. Thanks for the feedback. Normally we don't try to get feedback. Ha 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 ha. That was a musician joke. See, oh, you got turned on your volume. Got turned on my volume too. Otherwise, 10 seconds later, we'll hear ourselves. It could become an endless loop. Would Kate Isles please report to the stage area?
Just writing to some friends. Hello,
Would you say hi to?
Linda and Pete.
Ah,
Hi everyone, glad to see you Monday night. Just saying hi to a few people. Great to see everybody. Hi Bert, hi Dottie, hi Diane, hi Mark. Hi Heidi. Hi Bonnie. Hi Fred. Happy to have all of you with us again on a Monday night. We hope you're all doing well. We have a set list ready to go. We're going to start the show tonight with Bill's song called Bird Song. And we had a few requests, and we will fit those in throughout the night. And then I'll just look at the notes after the first song here, and you can let us know. I wonder if they can hear us right now.
yeah, Janice said we had a good picture and
Yeah.
good sound.
Okay.
But
so,
you weren't in the picture yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, it might have even improved.
This made me
even-
change.
Maybe
It's got-
improved even more now.
So, all right. So Bill's going to start with Bird Song.
So this was a song, when I was starting to write again, I was going out to poetry open mics and things, and I had this guy come up to you, one young guy, probably about 19 years old. I was about 45, something like that. And this guy comes up and he says, yeah, man, I really like your poetry, but it rhymes. So I thought, well, okay, I'll try to be cool and write something in free verse. And then when I started writing, I wrote a few things in free verse. And Robert Frost said a free verse is like playing tennis, but without a net. And I don't know who a net is, but it must have been somebody significant in Robert Frost's life.
Right. Someone in his life, yeah, that we haven't heard about.
Yeah, Annette Frost.
Hi, Phil. Hi, Paula.
From Georgia,
Hi, Janice.
Georgia.
Hi, Nancy. Yeah, hi, Nancy. Hi, Gail. Hi, Drew. I might be in tune tonight, Drew. Thank you so much for that the other day. All right. Well,
And
we're happy to have you all with us.
And I'm wearing a hat to keep my hair in place. Is it working
as you
okay?
all know, Bill will be auditioning very soon for
I'd rather
the
not
winter.
wear the hat.
Don't then.
Okay,
yeah.
good. I'm not going to wear it.
We got a new hat this just a couple days ago at Ursa Minor.
Yesterday.
Ursa Minor Brewing in the Lincoln Park District in Duluth.
That's where we streamed our show from yesterday afternoon. Every last Sunday of the month from 1 to 3. We'll be doing that. Until we move indoors, we probably won't stream from indoors because, you know, it's indoors. You get a lot of loud people. And I remember when I was booking music for an event one time, and strangers were writing to me to book. It was for a national conference, and I got these videos people would send me. You could see them on the stage, but you couldn't hear them because everybody was talking so loud. It was at South by Southwest, but they wanted to show that they were playing at South by Southwest, which is pretty honorable. And or is the word prestigious? It might not be very honorable at all. And so I thought, gosh, you should have showed us a video from your living room. That's better yet. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get started with.
So this is a piece I wrote as a pre-verse poem, and then when I converted it into a song, I had to convert it into meter and rhyme anyway. So I just gave up on the free verse stuff. Lisa had a little bird when she was going into third. He sang his bird song from a cage right beside the old buffet. He danced upon a swinging perch when he saw her coming in from church. She fed him berries that her mom and dad had picked that day. Sometimes she'd reach and turn the lock while making silly birdie talk. She'd move her hands so slowly as she slipped it through the gate. Her fingers brushed the dipping neck and hardly felt the gentle peck. Her lips were tickled inside from the dove sounds that she made. The innocence is gone to gray, the precious piece of yesterday, and how you want to feel that way again. You think of what you gave away, can you get it back? Will you have to pay much more than it cost you way back then? A distant mower buzzed somewhere. The sounds of summer filled the air. Her little brother pulled her hair. She said, "Go act your age." The kitchen window curtain blew. The scent of lilacs drifted through. She heard her mother calling, "You forgot to latch the cage." The innocence is gone to gray, the precious piece of yesterday, and how you want to feel that way again. You think of what you gave away, can you get it back? Will you have to pay much more than it had cost you way back then? When a flash, her bird was gone, out the window and across the lawn, over border grass so long, to the forest there. She followed him into the trees, where the ferns were growing to her knees, listened in futility to the bird songs everywhere. The innocence is gone to gray, the precious piece of yesterday, and how you want to feel that way again. You think of what you gave away, can you get it back? Will you have to pay much more than it had cost you way back then? Lisa had a little bird when she was going into third. He sang his bird song from a cage right beside the old buffet. thank you. Thank you very much.
We played live yesterday, so we had a few people that were doing this, and that was really fun.
Oh, yeah.
We want to thank Bert and Dottie for being right in the front row yesterday. They're from St. Petersburg, Florida, and it got too warm for them, but it was very warm yesterday, very, very warm.
Mid to upper 80s and really a lot of humidity until late in the afternoon. The breeze kind of came up and the humidity came down. And we went for a couple-mile walk before the show tonight, and it was rather pleasant out. Yeah, a little too sunny.
Pretty warm.
Yeah.
So the next song was a request. Actually, Bert requested this song, and it's September Sun. So we're all ready for it.
Yep, this was written in 2001. I wrote about Kate before I met her.
What's my first line?
Never could have planned a day
All
like
right.
this one. Yeah.
We've got it.
We haven't done this one for a while. It's not September yet, but we're going to do it anyway.
We never could have planned a day like this one. We just took off and said, let's have some fun.
Found a place where two rivers flow together. Lying on our backs on a big flat rock in the middle of the rapids in the sweet September sun. September sun, September sun. Sometimes you have to just head out of town and run. September sun, September sun. Standing in the beauty of a season just begun.
It's funny how the summer slips so swiftly. You start to think you'll never find that one.
Then a look, just a glance, will send you spinning. Laughing as you run through the falling leaves, and the world is turning round in the sweet September sun. September sun, September sun. Sometimes you have to just head out of town and run. September sun, September sun. Standing in the beauty of a season just begun. Somehow our paths just never crossed last summer.
Now gray geese are winging through the skies.
There's so much for us to see and do now. And there's lots of time before the first snow flies. September sun, September sun. Sometimes you have to just head out of town and run and run and run. September sun, September sun. Standing in the beauty of a season just begun. We'll be standing in the beauty of the sweet September sun.
All right, what album do you have that one on?
For those of you that are keeping score, that's on the album Matching Baggage, our duet album. For those of you that are keeping score, I missed one chord on that song.
I'm keeping
Yeah.
score.
On
I'll
right
dock
on.
you for that one.
There's so much for us, and I went. There's so much for us. Kind of made a cool sound, but it wasn't right.
Yeah.
And so that's a metaphorical song about finding love again later on in life. September representing the fall of your life, and I put a couple of little funny things in there. Sometimes our paths just never crossed last summer, like when we were younger, we never met. Now gray geese are winging through the skies. So you know what that means? That's about my hair getting grayer and grayer at the
And
time.
wingier and
Now-
wingier.
Yeah, now it's like snow geese.
So the next song, I often ask Bill to do this if I have anything to say about the set list. I really love this song. It's a song Bill wrote called Two Sadnesses. And once he told me about it too, kind of the story behind it and what's happening, it made it even more interesting. But I'm going to let him take this, and I will be right back.
She will, because she doesn't sing on this song, so don't want to sit there and twiddle your thumbs. This was originally another one of the poems that I wrote, and it was from observing two people that I knew in my life that were both going through hard times, and it was so different how they each reacted to those hard times. One was very withdrawn and blaming on, just feeling threatened all the time, and the other one was like it's like not blaming anybody and like looking for hope and looking for the brightness that's going to come along in the future. So those are the two things, and I thought, well, that's so different but they're both sad about it, and at the same time, and I thought, well, that's interesting. It's two different ways of being sad, and so I just called it The Two Sadnesses. The sun is up, the sky is blue. You look at me and I see you too. Looking out, what do I see? I see the two sadnesses looking back at me. I see melancholy madness trudge across the barren land, lifting its head from salted hands. Its blurred gaze strains hard against the suction of dark clay memories. It scorns my fading portrait on the encroaching wall. The sun is up, the sky is blue. You look at me and I see both of you. Looking out, what do I see? I see the two sadnesses looking back at me. I see hope deferred running free across the fertile motherland, tucking its head beneath contentious winds. Its uncontrolled tears moisten my soil. The child wakes, dancing up and down my face. Its russet mares come home to foal again in my arms. My sphere face turns toward the new sun, toward the hope that's running between the warm straight roads. Looking out, what do I see? I see the feet of golden light sprinting home to me. I see the feet of golden light sprinting home to me. I see the feet of golden light sprinting home to me. Oh, I thank you in the balcony. Yeah. So I wrote that. I was out in western Minnesota during part of the writing of that. And I remember sitting at a cafe in Fargo, I think,
Scoot over just a
and
little bit.
writing down some of that.
I love that song. I hope you all enjoyed that and love that too. All right. We are going to share with you, we have a friend who listens to us quite often, actually, almost, I think, every Monday, Heidi. And when we just played yesterday outside at the Ursa Minor, Heidi said that she thinks she has a new favorite new favorite song, and I can understand why it might be this next song, because it is a song that we love to sing, that we cover. It's written by Gillian Welch. You know, Gillian Welch and David Rawlings, quite an amazing couple that...
And David's parents are watching right now. Hi, Linda and Pete.
It's a beautiful song. We want to sing this for you, and Heidi, this is for you. I know you did it. You wanted to hear this tonight, so I'm going to borrow a pick from you. So
Here's a pick.
Okay.
I got another one right over here.
So this is Orphan Girl.
And also, I want to say hi to Susan Catneo. I just saw she was in there from Boston.
I have to think about something first. Okay.
Meditation time. The guitar part first. Is this chord in the way?
I'm
There
good.
you go.
Okay, thanks.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not how it goes.
That's right. Then we go to D together.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Did I do the whole intro like that?
We just do G and D together.
No, that's the whole solo break. Oh, we just do. Oh, I know. I do G and D,
Yeah,
and then back
I
to G
start.
again.
Yeah.
Done it a few times.
I am an orphan on God's highway, but I'll share my troubles if you go my way. I have no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl. I have had friendships, pure and golden, but the ties of kinship, I have not known them. I know no mother, no father, no sister, no brother. I am an orphan girl, but when he calls me, I will be able to meet my family at God's table. I'll meet my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. No more an orphan girl. Oh, blessed Savior, make me willing, walk beside me until I'm with them. Be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. I am an orphan girl. Be my mother, my father, my sister, my brother. I am an orphan girl. All right, Heidi, thank you for that request. We always enjoy singing that song by Gillian Welch. It's a beautiful song.
Kind of funny. We got the air conditioning on tonight. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can if you're like really quiet. But it's okay. We have to have it on. All right. What's next on our list? T or C, Truth or Consequences. Truth or Consequences was a game show. It was the first game show ever on television, actually. It was first on the radio. Broadcast one episode in 1941, but then the war broke out. They they decided it'd be a little too light to have on television during such a tragic time, so they canceled it till after the war was over. And Ralph Edwards was the original producer of it. And later on, he said, if any town in America changes their name of their town from whatever it was to Truth or Consequences, I'll bring the game show there and we'll broadcast it from your town. So they did it. They down in Hot Springs, New Mexico, they changed it to Truth or Consequences. And sure enough, he came and broadcast the show, which was a big deal back then because they had to put all those big letters on the backs of donkeys and stuff to get through across the prairie and the high desert. So, but we were in that area at the Black Range Lodge up in Kingston, New Mexico, and love that area. It's just beautiful and very different from anything else. And I had a character, I had a song I was writing, spent me maybe a year on it, and I hadn't gotten anywhere because I wanted the character to go somewhere. We went to the Black Range Lodge. I thought, this is where I'm going to have that character go to the range, because I wanted the character to leave where she was and go somewhere else, and then find her way back home again. That's because that's kind of what we do, isn't it? So here it is, Truth or Consequences, which is referred to locally by T or C. She said her world was recreated in 7 lonely days of music, dust, and water beneath the Texas sky. And on the final day she wrestled, but she didn't know why. She heard a voice come from the shadows somewhere by a tree. It said, I can show you something that'll open up your mind. I'll drop by in the morning, we can take our time. Well, she felt her body shudder, an ancient fear she felt before, and the world was full of choices since the dawning of the age. Some for good and some for evil written on the page. You can duck behind the boulder, sneak across the midnight stream, but you're never really hidden if you're running from the dream. Well, she crawled up through her tent flap, high up on a hill, just in time to feel the first sun gently kiss the morning air. And she knew she'd never fit in, but she did not care. So she packed her car and drove off to T or C, New Mexico, and spent the summer with her sister up on the range without a phone. And on the wall there was a plaque that made her long for home. You can duck behind the boulder, sneak across the midnight stream, but you're never really hidden if you're running from the dream. It was a sentimental journey back from whence she came, and the closer she got to it, the clearer she could see, till her mind was filled with sweet forgotten memories. You can duck behind the boulder, sneak across the midnight stream, but you're never really hidden if you're running from the dream.
Bill.
Thank you again. Thank you for singing. I love your harmonies on that.
All right.
Oh, wait, where'd Kate go? So, oh, she's getting her flute. We're going to do her song called Song for You. This is from her solo debut album. It came out about 3 or 4 years ago. And or debut solo album, I guess it would be. Yeah. 'Cause
However they say that.
it wasn't a debut album, it was a solo album, which was a debut.
I wrote some songs. It's half covers and half originals, and it's funny. There's some songs on that CD that I just I wrote them, did them for the album, and kind of forgot about them. And this is one of them. We should bring that back.
Yeah,
So
they're
we're going
great.
to bring it with tonight for you. And we did it another time. I don't know if I played the flute on it,
A couple weeks
but
ago.
Bill will play the guitar. So it's called "Song for You." It was written thinking about a friend of mine, and just wanted to give some hope to that person. So here we go.
Ready?
Yeah. I'm gonna sing this song for you. I'm gonna get it on the radio so you'll know that you were heard. I know your story. I heard every word about that day. Your sweet world burst apart. It's a heavy weight you carry around day to day and into the night. Oh, you go so far down. I'm gonna take you down to the lake. We're gonna sit on the shore and watch the waves. We're gonna watch the waves. It's a heavy weight you carry around day to day and into the night. Oh, you go so far down. Didn't play it exactly how it goes on the album, but that's all right. You got the
That's
gist
all
of
right.
it.
Yeah, we didn't have steel guitar either.
All right, so that's Song for You. That's on my album called From Home. Let us know if you wouldn't mind in your notes to us right now how you feel about the sound, if you feel it's coming out all right, if I'm too close or too far away, or how it's working out.
You sound the same either way when you did that. Oh, because I'm right here.
Right. You're so smart.
So,
All right, so we have this next song on every show we do. If we do a show where they ask us just to do one song, it's always Hobos in the Roundhouse. So this is a song Bill wrote. It's his grandfather, August Isles' story. And we know you know the chorus, so sing along with us tonight.
from 7 to 7 every night of the week, fixing trains in the roundhouse, I work on my feet. And I told my children, I hope the bedbugs don't bite. And I got hobos sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. From Akron and Hinckley, Prairie du Chien, they are soldiers and lawyers, I believe what they're saying. And I'll rouse them at 4 and they'll head down the line. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, they hired a new man to work as a guard. Every morning at sunrise, he checks out the yard. But for now I won't trust him, though he seems pretty nice. 'Cause I got hobos sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond head on your old knapsack pillows in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Well, I asked my Savior, what should I do? If I'm caught helping hobos, the job could be through. And I heard the answer so clear and so bright. Are my hobos sleeping in your roundhouse tonight? Good night, my hobos, rest your vagabond heads on your old knapsack pillows in your gunny sack bed. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. For a few stolen hours, you'll be alright. My hobo's sleeping in the roundhouse tonight. Good night, boys. What are you laughing about?
Oh, I'm not.
My hair?
No.
Oh.
I thought you did one verse.
No, I
twice.
did it right. I missed that verse a few weeks ago. Then apparently Saturday night, according to Bert and Dottie, I missed the third verse. And,
Sometimes we sing our songs, and I just sometimes don't think, and I just kind of thinking of other things even sometimes, and then you
so
forget
you
where
might
you
call
are.
this a thoughtless show.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Forget where you are. All right. So the next song was a request. Bert,
I did come up with a new COVID pickup line.
did you?
Yeah.
What is it?
I bet you have a really nice smile.
It's cute. Beautiful skies. This is a request from Bert, and it's a song we did yesterday at Ursa Minor when we were outside singing. It's called Beautiful Skies. Whoops. And
Ooh, that was nice.
starts out a little on a downer, but it lifts up as we go. So
Well,
stay with
that's
us.
better to do it that way than the other way around.
Right.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I'll take care of that.
I can do it.
Okay, go ahead.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. These crazy days tear us apart. These hurtful words only break my heart. Push you away make you pay. Then I see the hurt in your face. There's so much fighting, wars are raging. Am I so naive to want to grow wings? I'll take you with me up to the skies. If it's fight or flight, I'd rather fly. Beautiful skies, bright blue and clear. Beautiful skies, rise above the fear. Beautiful skies, grow wings and fly. Beautiful skies. Now I'm nesting, building a home. I don't mind being here all alone. Don't need no nightlife, don't want no city lights. I'm safe and warm, don't fear the storm. Those hurtful days are long gone,
Long gone.
I see them down below, specks on the ground. Faraway shapes,
Faraway shapes.
can't make them out.
I can't make them out.
We're up here now, let's sing and shout. Beautiful skies, bright blue and clear. Beautiful skies, rise above the fear. Beautiful skies, grow wings and fly. Beautiful skies, beautiful skies.
See, we got a request for Hole in Our Town, too.
Oh, I see.
So we might have time for that.
Yeah.
We're kind of moving along pretty well here. Not a lot of yakking going on, not a lot of technical difficulties, which seems to be our
I
hallmark.
like that.
It looks and sounds really great when it does. So I was going to say something after we get done with that song, but I don't remember what it was.
Well, the next song is also a request. They happen to be together. They were both requested by Bert. We appreciate that, Bert. It's one of my favorite songs, again, of Bill's, and it's called Shores of My Hometown. And I'm going to ask for you to do that.
Could you run and get me my Shub capo?
Yeah.
The
I know
wider
where
of
that
the
is.
wider of the two. So this was a song. I wrote a poem. It was just called "The Rock." This is when the rock is at his best. This is when the rock sloughs off in the morning sun, and he's earned this day of rest under the feet of everyone. And it didn't really. It was another free verse poem, and then I turned it into a song. But there was a thought in the original poem that I didn't turn into this song, and that thought actually grew and became the song "Wilderness Lady." We're just
Oh,
gonna
you don't
do
need this now.
we're just gonna do the shores of my hometown right now, though.
Right.
Here it is. This is when the rock is at his best. This is when the rock sloughs off in the morning sun, and he's earned this day of rest under the feet of everyone. This is when the children come to play. This is where the lovers laid their blankets down, and the poet wagged his tail here on the shores of my rock would say. If river mouths could hold their tongues, could he share an edgewise word from the day when he was young? Would he fill the lecture hall? Would he tear the trophies down? Or would he whisper soft and clear from the shores of my hometown? See that woman out there on the edge. See that man who's squinting in the water's glare. Is he looking for a sign? Does she know he's standing there? Look at how the winter's etched his face. See here how the Furies wore his shoulders down. Time and water take their toll here on the shores of my hometown. And I wonder what the rock would say if river mouths could hold their tongue. Share an edgewise word from the day when he was young. Would he fill the lecture hall? Would he tear the trophies down? Or would he whisper soft and clear from the shores of my hometown? From the shores of my hometown.
I love that song so much.
Thank you.
One of my favorite lines, I don't know why, is tear the trophies down. I can picture it or something, but I just love it.
Thank you.
Whew.
I should,
right.
maybe next week I'll read the poem to go with it.
Oh,
Because it adds a little extra insight into the meaning of the song. The one little line that's kind of funny is, and the poet wagged his tail. Well, this is, of course, Duluth, Minnesota, and this is the shores of my hometown. I'm kind of double using the shores of my hometown as also being the foundation of my being, you know, is the shores of my hometown. And we have a beautiful waterfront here, and children play, and lovers love, and when Bob Dylan was a little boy, he played along the shore.
Yes, he did.
And that's where the poet wagged his tail.
That's right.
When he was a little pup. And I didn't say T-A-I-L, it's T-A-L-E. That's where he got his first inspirations, was here on the shores of Lake Superior.
I like that. Oh, you don't play on this one. I'm doing a song called Gabe's Song.
I get a break.
Doing this for my
Should I
friend.
get off camera when I'm sitting there while I do this? It would look like I'm at a cafe and I'm the only one there and I'm not listening.
Yeah, you should go have
I'll just go backstage here.
Sure.
I think I can get out. Ooh.
This is for my friend Gabrielle. This friend of mine, we go many years back. She's a very dear friend, and she's now a winemaker. She's living in Oregon, but she's a winemaker, and she's a very talented, wonderful friend. And this was written for her mother. When we were together, her mother passed away, and of course, a very sad time, but I went to the memorial, the celebration of life, and when I walked in on the corkboard, there was a sweet picture of Gabe inside her mom's coat in a winter scene where they grew up in Mora, Minnesota. So I wrote this song for her. She told me a lot about her growing up years. Phil and Diana in England, I would like to dedicate this. Well, thank you for requesting this. Phil requests this when we're in Florida together, and I appreciate that. So let's see. How do I go? Oh yeah. Gabrielle was just a babe. Her mama tucked her in her coat, buttons fastened round them both. With a little smile she peeked out from the top of her mama's coat. A memory set in black and white, the edges yellowed over time. Now it's placed inside a box. This memory will outlive this day. And Gabe dressed in black. They had a big house in the country, 2 goats, some pigs and chickens, rabbits and a pony, dogs and cats, and Gabe's own horse, a dapple gray Arabian she named Marafa. Come summertime, Gabe and her mama, they work the gardens, pick the berries just in time to do the canning and the storing for the winter months ahead. When her mama's days were few, Gabe looked back, remembering every birthday cake her mama baked from scratch. Each year, the decorations different from the last. Her mama moved through her final days with a sway to a song that only she could hear. She had a little smile with the kind of grace you could hold like a china cup. And on that Christmas Eve, Gabe stayed by her mama's side. Her mama heard all of her fears and dreams. Standing by her mama's grave, the snow falls gently on her face. A tiny bird that she once saved, I see her tucked inside that coat, that little smile upon her face. That's a very special song to me because it meant a lot to me for her to send me an email at the time with all sorts of details and stories and pictures and visuals of her life growing up in Mora. So anyway, Gabriel's, anyway, that's for her. So.
Doing great out there in California.
We had she's in Oregon, actually.
Oh, she moved to Oregon, that's right, Wilmette Valley.
We had a request for this next song, Aaron Marine. This is for you. Thank you for requesting this. We don't do this very often because it's in the key of C. So it's
and you'll see.
It's a song Bill wrote called Matching Baggage.
I'm gonna leave the city, gonna take a train.
Gonna leave the city, I'll be riding down that train.
If I don't leave the city, I might lose my brain. I walked into the station, what a crazy scene.
I walked into the station, what a loud and crazy scene.
Biggest pile of baggage I've ever seen. It seemed like out of nowhere, she was next to me.
Seemed like out of nowhere, he was standing next to me.
I liked her in a minute.
I liked his company.
Well, I said I best be boarding. Then I grabbed my bag.
He said he best be boarding. I thought he grabbed my bag. So I said, wait a minute, mister.
We better check that tag. Matching baggage, matching baggage, matching baggage, matching baggage. Well, grab your matching baggage and get on board the train.
Oh yeah, then what happened? Oh yeah. Well, we got on board together. I took an empty seat.
Yeah, we got on board together. I found an empty seat.
Right next to me.
We started into talking, and it was turning out sweet. How long you had your baggage? That was her inquiry.
He said it's been a while now, since back in 43.
She said, well, that's sure funny.
It's the same for me. To the clicking and the clacking, I heard his history.
Through the clacking and the clicking, she shared her life with me. All because of matching baggage, it was meant to be. Matching baggage, matching baggage, matching baggage, matching baggage. Well, grab your matching baggage and get on board the train. Well, the years are come and gone now, and we've had the best of times.
They sure have. The years have come and gone now, we've had the very best of times.
You've been hauling around my baggage.
You've been carrying mine.
Oh, yeah. Matching baggage, matching baggage, matching baggage, matching baggage. Well, grab your matching baggage and get on board the train. Grab your matching baggage, here comes the train.
Here it comes. We have a train track right down a few blocks from our home here that goes from our downtown area
The Union
up
Depot.
the shore. It's a lot of fun.
Yep. And
Someday we might be able to take the train from our town to the Minneapolis-St. Paul area.
yeah, we may even be able to take it from our neighborhood downtown to the depot, and then from the depot down on what they're calling the North Star line, I think.
So you
And,
could just put a backpack on, walk down there.
and get on the train. And everybody will be singing matching baggage.
Yeah.
That's what they'll be doing. All right.
All right. So our next song is a request. Bob Cody. This is for you and Aline. I have that right. Yeah.
Aileen, yeah.
Aileen. Aileen. And this is a favorite of many of you who love this song. It's called November Bloom, and it is just beautiful. Bill wrote it. He was inspired to write
by
this
a poem,
song.
yeah.
It was inspired from a poem.
Through the Lake
By a-
Superior Writers Group, a poem by Terry Falsani.
Yeah.
It'll never bloom, I tell myself, but I pick it anyway. A slumping cold delphinium on a bleak November day. All around the dried up remnants of the brighter days of June. You taught me one must brave the cold to see November bloom. It'll never bloom, I tell myself, as I carry it along. And as if some tune could help it through, I sing a bloomin' song. In the house I cut the stem and drop it in your crystal vase. I remember when Dad gave it to you, how the love lit up his face. Did he take your hand and draw you to the dance floor, singing softly in your ear as you crossed the room? Did he smile his smile that for 50 years had warmed you? Did he whisper soon, November bloom? Never bloom, I tell myself, but the morning proves me wrong. I wake to find that 7 buds had opened in the sun. How long this blue delight will keep its flowers, I don't know, but I'm thankful for each one of them as I look out on the snow. Did he take your hand and draw you to the dance floor, singing softly in your ear as you cross the room? Did he smile his smile that for 50 years had warmed you? Did he whisper soon, November bloom? Grab the phone to call you as I settle in your chair. You tell me Dad came calling for your birthday party there. You said you danced and laughed and walked out in the blue light of the moon. I'm thankful that you found it too, your own November bloom. Does he take your hand and draw you to the dance floor, singing softly in your ear as you cross the room? Does he smile his smile that for 50 years had warmed you? Does he whisper soon, November bloom? Does he whisper soon, November bloom? Thanks, Bob, for asking for that.
I want to thank you all for
We
being
had a
with
request
us.
from Tom Benson up in
Oh.
Ely, and I think we've got time to do it because it's just
Sure.
after 8 o'clock right now. We usually go till about 8:15, so if we can maybe even squeeze in one more. Oh, there's a request right now for Heading North from Pam Carroll over
right.
on, I think, on Madeline Island tonight. You want to tell about Madeline Island for a second?
Yeah, we could do one of those as the closer if we had to. But Madeline Island is Madeline Island is a very, very special place to me. It's where I fell in love with Lake Superior, but mostly it's just one of those memories as a kid, when you have those memories that just kind of changed your life or just meant so much to you. My best friend Lisa Brown, her family would go up to Madeline Island every summer from Rochester, and I would drive up with her dad, Dr. Bud Brown, and I would be on the passenger seat of the Vega,
With
and
Dr.
he would
Brown.
Dr. Brown, right.
Yeah.
He was a pathologist at the Mayo, and he'd do the stick shift, and we'd be driving up to Madeline Island together, and I would spend maybe a week, can't remember, but I'd take the ferry from Bayfield over to Madeline Island, and Lisa and her friends on the island would greet me And we just had a great time together and such great memories. We would go down from their cabin into Lake Superior, and it was ice cold, but we went swimming. So I can
This-
still picture the rocks. Just a great place.
I haven't swam in Lake Superior this year, but I understand it's like one of the best swimming years ever for Lake
Nice.
Superior. Lake Superior is an amazing piece of water to swim in. It's dangerous at times, but when you get that wind coming in off the lake, you get that surface water, and sometimes you get waves kind of like in the ocean, but no salt. It's just fresh water. And the Lake Superior is a beautiful, clean lake.
Well, thanks for listening anyway, because I like to remember that and go over it. It's fun
All right.
for me.
But first we're going to
But, all right.
do the hole in our town,
Oh,
and then we'll do the closer, which will start
yeah.
with heading north. Right?
Sure.
And then we'll end
I
with
thought that would be,
the
yeah, and then
encore
friend
would
of
be
mine.
friend of mine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right. That'd be
yeah.
perfect.
we negotiated
All
a
right.
deal.
And Tom Benson, we thank you so much and Wendy, of course, for being with us on Mondays. I have
Al Canola.
an original piece of artwork by Wendy Rouse. I know you all probably can't believe that, but I do. Wendy Rouse is an incredible oil painter. I just have to let you know that. So you can find her.
Al
Incredible
Canola, we
paintings.
miss our showcase rooms at the Folk Alliance Conference as well.
Hi, Al.
Had a
We
lot
sure
of,
do.
We had a lot of fun times on there
And Al, we thank you for having us on your show.
in South Bend, WVPE, Front Porch.
Back
Back Porch.
I was going to say
Front
back
Porch is the venue over there.
But
Back
anyway,
Porch
yeah.
music with Al Canola and Norm Mast, alternating on Sunday nights. You can listen to it on 7 o'clock on WVPE, 7 o'clock Eastern time. I think.
WVPE.
Al, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, if you're still listening. All right, here's a request from Tom Benson up in Ely, The Hole in Our Town. Everybody's talking about the hole in our town. It's the latest thing that's been going down. We got people standing around just kicking the ground, talking about the hole in our town. Don't scare the dogs. Every day it's deeper and a whole lot wider, and it won't be long until the whole city's inside her. You think you got it made and you turn around, got a stinking hole in your town. Everybody's talking about the hole in our town. It's the latest thing that's been going down. We got people standing around just kicking the ground, talking about the hole in our town. Houses and garages and some swimming pools, banks and churches followed by the middle schools. Seems like everything that's not on solid ground gets sucked into the hole in our town. Everybody's talking about the hole in our town. It's the latest thing that's been going down. We got people standing around just kicking the ground, talking about the hole in our town. I shed a bitter tear as Betty's bungalow fell, but she made it out in time, so it was just as well. She had a sinking feeling when she put on that crown, she'd end up in the hole in our town. Everybody's talking about the hole in our town. It's the latest thing that's been going down. We got people standing around just kicking the ground, talking about the hole in our town. I read some speculating what the cause might be. They said they're pretty sure it's a conspiracy. Conspiracy sound effect. They quoted a professor from the underground, deep within the hole in our town. Everybody's talking about the hole in our town. It's the latest thing that's been going down. We got people standing around just kicking the ground, talking about the hole in our town. Everybody's talking about the hole in our town. It's the latest thing that's been going down. We got people standing around just kicking the ground, talking about the hole in our town. Talking about the hole in our town. Talking about the hole in it. Do you think you had a role in it?
Yeah, I do.
Talking about the hole in our town. Ooh-wee.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Okay, we're going to do the end of the show now, and here's how we do it. We have, first of all, we have a couple announcements to make.
Okay.
After going for so long without any live shows from the March 8th until the end, last Sunday in June, that was the next time we did a show at Ursa Minor, and now we just did our second show there. But I did one more show there solo when they needed somebody to fill in, and then Kate and I did a concert at a park, a real, concert down in Siren, Wisconsin on July 2nd. But it's been pretty thin picking otherwise, no pun intended. And but now we played this Saturday at the Ledge Rock Grill, and we played Sunday at Ursa Minor. And this Wednesday we got called to play at the grand opening of Valentinis in Hermantown, for those of you that are from the area. Valentinis is a long-standing supper club from the Iron Range and then Duluth. Yeah, that's up in Hermantown, right where Dickie's Barbecue used to be, right next to the, right across from the, I don't know the name, the Maple, it's like Maple Syrup Lane or something, next to the Quick Trip, across from the United Rentals. And the same side as Bullion RV. Whew, that's a lot of information. And so that's coming up this Wednesday, and then this Friday we'll be back at Ledge Rock Grill playing around the campfire. And that's kind of fun. We just kind of stay back a little bit so we don't get the smoke in our faces, and all is well. And that's all we got for the foreseeable future for public shows. But we'll see what happens. We'll be back here again Monday night, of course, every Monday night. This is our 18th show tonight. 18th shows, and probably the one that's had the least amount of technical difficulties.
Oh, good.
Finally getting it nailed down. Yeah.
So what's our encore song?
So we're going to do our final song right now. We have two left, and the next one is our last song. And it's by request. It's a song called Heading North. And then after that, we'll have a sitting ovation, the optional yelling of encore, encore, more, whoop, 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 more Kate, or clicking that little heart thing on the side of your lower part of your screen, and click that, and the little heart bubbles will come up. And if you know that, if you look really closely, you actually see the face of the person who clicked the bubble first.
Unless they don't have a face, like they're like a flower.
Or maybe they're one of those people that don't have a profile and they just have a silhouette, one of those first things you get when you sign up with Facebook. So not really a face thing. They call it Facebook, but then there's no face.
All right, I'm ready.
Facebook's probably about the closest thing to mob rule we've seen in years. All right, here's I wrote this back when I was touring by myself. On a misty Minnesota morning, I'm heading south on 35. Like a pioneer, I'm seeking out those places where the seed'll stay alive. I could send you pictures of the far-out places and the small towns where I've been. But till this trip is through, I just think of you, and I'm heading north again. Heading north where our burdens are carried away on the wind. Heading north through a border where the better story begins. Heading north to the road where the pavement comes to an end. Heading north again. Heading north again. Yeah, you can sing on the second one too. That's okay. You don't have to do them.
I'll decide.
It's free country.
Yeah.
From the east and west, I've seen the worst and best this great land has to give. And in spite of some adversity, there's no place I'd rather live. But I get a little weary of the pundit sneering across the battle lines within. So for a change of view, I just think of you, and I'm heading north again. Heading north where our burdens are carried away in the wind. Heading north through a border where the better story begins. Heading north to the road where the pavement comes to an end. Heading north again. Heading north again. Most of all, I'm wishing that you were here to see everything I'm seeing. But you're not, I know that's our lot, at least for the time being. And I know that day is gonna come our way and you'll be jumping in. But until you do, I just think of you, and I'm heading north again. Heading north where our burdens are carried away in the wind. Heading north to a border where the better story begins. Heading north to the road where the pavement comes to an end. Heading north again. Heading north again. Heading north again. Hey,
right, thank you, everyone.
All
Great
right.
to be with you again on a Monday night. We look
Did-
forward to
I heard
seeing
something.
you. What'd you hear?
Encore, more Kate, more Kate.
I heard it too,
Yeah,
especially that Cape part.
yeah.
That's really nice. Thank you, guys. We love to share this last song with you. Please think of your best friend as we sing it with you, for you. Just a little note to those of you that have spent a whole lot of time alone. Think of your best friend, or think of all of us together on Monday nights. And this is for you. This is called Friend of Mine.
And we want to thank all of you that have been so generous in supporting us through these 18 weeks
We
of
sure
these
do.
home
We
shows.
thank you very
We're
much.
very grateful. The donations that come in through Venmo and PayPal and in the mail too. And it's just an awesome thing. Thank you
Always
so
a
much.
surprise, and always thank you so much. All right. So Edie Raquel and Steve Martin. You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Call me to say hi.
The world is such a crazy place, full of joy and pain. What would I do without you? Here to keep me sane.
I've seen revolving doors. I've been a stepping stone. I don't know what I did wrong. Why they left me alone.
When everybody lets me down, you lift me up again. What would I do without you? My old faithful friend. You've been a friend of mine for such a long, long time. Made me laugh and seen me cry. Call me to say hi. What would I do without you?
Good night, everyone. Thank you for being
Good
with
night,
us.
everybody. Thank you. Anybody have any questions? We can answer them right on the microphone here for a second. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and
Hello,
ask them.
Lane.
They'll show
Good
up
to
in,
see you.
They'll show up in about 10 seconds.
Who's got the best smile? Lane Ellis. Anyway, nice to have you with us, all of you. Thank you so much. All right. Are we
We're
clicking?
done, but I haven't
Oh.
stopped streaming yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still streaming, and I'm just going to see if any
We're looking
questions
at this.
pop up on here. Which is, this shows up what happened 10 seconds ago.
Oh, right.
Or no, 10 seconds from now. Because when I
Oh.
say now, then it's going to show up on here 10 seconds
10 seconds can be a long
from now.
time.
Like if I go like this, and then nobody's going to see that yet until I'm watching the screen here. Then a while later, you'll see me doing that thing with my hand, and then it's kind of confusing. It's kind of like physics. All right, thank you, everybody. We're going to sign off now.